I love the energy of that room. I feel like so strong about it. And the theme of tonight is the Olympic Games. As it's been decided, simple, straightforward. So they're all oriented towards Olympic Games. So any volunteer tonight before I pick names at school? I know I've got some people I need to pick because they never volunteer. I know that. But so far, Ben, perfect. Ben, you will start the first one. I give you the question. What is your first Olympic Games memory? And how did that change your life?
I volunteer in this session because my life is about Olympics. So I was born 40 years ago in the LA, during the LA Olympics. So my first memory is being born. But then, actually, like, this is no joke. In 2008, I don't know, I think I've told people about this before. I was actually in Beijing volunteering as an Olympic volunteer. I was selected out of, there's like 300 people out of like 20,000 people that applied to be volunteer, and I spent around 2 weeks in Beijing, and the work was really boring. I was sat down in the part of the basketball court, and then we would make it become a park. What do you call it? Like a parking space, but only for VIP. Okay, but there's no VIP in that area. So basically, what I was doing was sitting down in the basketball court, having nothing to do for 2 weeks. But then there was a lot of other people. Some of them I still kept connection with, contact with, and I just recently became godfather to one of the twins of one of my friends I've known back then. So that was my biggest, best memory during Olympic. And actually, tomorrow, but 2 days later, I'm going to France to watch some of the Olympic Games. So I'll tell you about it later.
What a great story. You've been part of 2018 Olympic Games. All that time I've been trying to remember me. All these videos I've watched at that time, I said, did I see Ben on TV or not? Probably not, but it still makes me dream a lot. I love Olympic Games. Talking of dream, any volunteer question number 2? See, the volunteer. Let me give you the question now, so we got time. What's your weirdest dream about the Olympic Games?
So, but the question I've been got for the table topic is weirdest dream of Olympics. Let's cut the weird out of it, and let me just tell you about a story that I heard long time ago. I don't remember the exact details of it, but a person who went against all odds to make his dream a reality in Olympics. I think there was this person named called Calorie, and I don't remember which country was he, but he was taking part in Olympics for pistol shooting. Right? He was the best in the world, I believe, and he'd taken part in various different Olympic games. And he was, I think at the time some war was going on, and he was in the army, and somehow he won so many gold medals from his right arm in Olympics, and somehow with some accident he lost it. Can you imagine, the arm he won gold medals, he lost the right arm, and he was devastated, and he didn't really know what he could do, and he just felt his life just completely done. Imagine the arm that you won gold medal, and he just lost it. But he didn't give up from there. After that, he decided, okay, whatever it takes, from a left hand that he's never written, never done anything he said, I'm going to come back, I'm going to win the Olympics, get a gold from my left hand. And then he practiced day in and day out, keep doing it. And then the day of the Olympics came, and all of the participants were like, oh, hi, thanks for coming, thanks for supporting us, thanks for being part of the Olympics. And he said, I'm not here to be part of the Olympics, I'm here to compete. They were like, whoa, are you to compete with the left hand? I was, yeah, sure. Then the contest started. Everyone shooting with their best hand, while he was doing with his only hand. And then, who won? The guy with the only hand. So it shows, doesn't matter what your dream is weird, or however your dream is, you can make it a reality. And it is a true story, by the way. I don't know the exact details, but I had read it long time ago, but just remembered it. So this is true. Thank you.
Love the story. Very inspirational. Never give up. Right, left. Oh no, sorry, it was pistol. Very good. Third volunteer before I pick up. Magic. Jim. How inspired are you about the 2024 athletes? Tell us anything that inspires you about these people this year.
Not at all. The Olympics. They come round every, is it 4 years? So at least you've got 3 years where you get some sort of normality. Instead of that, putting in all these other bits and things. So instead I'll tell you about a true story of a friend of mine that was a very big Olympic fan. And it was when they were actually in London. And he wanted a ticket. He really wanted, he would pay thousands to get a ticket. Didn't care what the thing was or anything. And then I made him fun. He says, I've got 2 tickets. Do you want a ticket? He says, yeah. So they went down to London. He said, well, my ticket's down there, but yours is way up there. But I'm here, it's the Olympics. So he went all the way up to the top. And he sat there, I could hardly see anything. But one thing he could see was an empty seat down in one of the best places. So he worked his way down there. And he sat down. And he turned to the guy next to him and said, is this someone's seat? And the guy said, well, technically it's my seat. It was for my wife, but sadly she passed away. Oh, he said, could you not have got someone else to fill it? He said, I tried, but they're all at the funeral. Thank you.
There's a French saying that say like, couldn't translate right now, but it fits that one so much. Like, the bad luck of someone can be the good luck of somebody else. And I think it fits perfectly. Perfect. Keeping on the same theme, I want you to think a bit more about what's come at the extra of the Olympic. And a big theme is the Olympic village. There's a lot of like crunchy stories and debates about it, about what does it happen over there. And I need a volunteer, I'll tell you the question now, to think and make up what's happening there if you haven't been an athlete before. And for that, my volunteer will be Bev.
Well, it's all happening in the village. There is a lot going on in there. You can get food, you can get drink, you can get everything you need before you run the Olympics. Trouble is, after you've eaten all that food, you're probably not going to run very fast or be able to throw much. But you can relax in the sofas and the chairs, and there's plenty to do. There's lots of people to talk to. You can even stay overnight. You can stay there for the whole week if you really like. It's a great fantastic place to be. You're going to meet lots of people. You can chill out and have a lot of fun. And then you can do whatever you want. If you do want to do your sports, that's great. I don't really know much about sport, so it's like I prefer to chill out and have fun and eat and stay overnight. That's it. Thanks.
A lot for the imagination.
What were you expecting from this question?
You take it whenever you want, dream about it. PG-18. Perfect. Next volunteer. Mahmoud, I'll tell you the question now. According to you, which superhero should not be allowed in the Olympics? And why?
Yeah, sounds like a tough one. Right. I have always been a big fan of the Dark Knight, so to speak, right? So, I'm just trying to imagine if Batman had been allowed in the Olympics. That would have been like so weird, wouldn't it? I mean, he might come in a race, people like 100 meters race or 50, I don't know, and he will be running with his weird like dress, you know, out facing everybody. That would be like crazy, right? Or imagine he's allowed. Is there any Formula One in the Olympics? There's not. I guess that's anyways, so imagine people like this. The Formula One is allowed in the Olympics, and then Batman is allowed with his supercar. That would be like crazy, probably. He probably wouldn't want like Ferrari and Mercedes, but yeah, that would be amazing. What else he can do? Oh, he throw the bad signs, right? So I imagine he's just participating in I don't know, pistol shooting, any type of shooting basically, and he'll be like throwing some Batman signs around, and he'll be probably winning, right? So yeah, that's a lot of Batman stuff. But long story short, I probably wouldn't want to see Batman participating in the Olympics. That's my superhero, but I don't want him to probably be good even. So that's going to be very nice. Thank you.
I love it. Batman is a weird dress. I love that. It's really cool. Timekeeper, keep going. Some more.
I think we've got time, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, loads of time.
Perfect. Amazing. Next question. Any volunteer before I pick? Gerda. Pretty cool. Gerda. As per everything, we need to train people, and I believe it's the same for the Olympic athletes. Could you tell us about a school designed to train these athletes from very young to wherever you wanted them, what they would do there?
So, I'm Estonian, which means I don't really care much about the Summer Olympics at the moment, because it's basically all about the kind of sports you can do in the summer. And we're all about the winter sports. So I would like to design some sort of village for the winter sports, and it would be full of lots of drama. It would be full of ice skaters. If you guys don't know ice skaters, they have some of the biggest drama. I think in the last Winter Olympic Games, there was a doping scandal. There was, I don't know, somebody got a second place. She got so agitated, she was basically like, I'm never gonna skate again. So it's like loads of drama, loads of, Russian girls who are like all really, really good at the sport, but they're all really competitive, so they're just basically going at each other. So definitely we're at a bit of a big ice rink. We've got quite a few of those in Estonia. And I think the biggest thing we would have, because at the moment we don't, build a big sort of mountain where you can do those jumps, because as a child I used to love those sort of ski jumps they would do in the Winter Olympics. I used to love random guys just jumping off that mountain. I was like, yes. And we've kind of sucked at that as Estonians. I would say in the last 10 years could do that. And skiing. We always do cross-country skiing. could build like a huge sort of stadium, huge sort of place where you can just like, you know, go, maybe not like Formula One, but you could just go around and around, you ski and snowboarding as well. We love snowboarding. We've got like a really good snowboard at the time. So yeah, Winter Olympics only. Summer Olympics athletes not allowed because they don't interest me that much. Unless it's Simone Biles. I don't know if you guys seen her. She's basically the most decorated gymnast now. So I love her. But everybody else, not very interesting to me. Thank you.
I love summer, not for me. Winter, all good, the rest, I don't care. Talking of Olympics and sports in general, that every 4 years there are new sports that get in or they get dropped out. We have breakdance this year. Any volunteer before the question? Stefan, perfect. We all have something we are good at. Fortunately, most of the time it's not recognized. So Stefan, what are you good at? And how could you make it an Olympic sport?
I'm glad you asked. There is something I got really good at that summer, and that was digging. So I didn't get to finish my story, and I'm glad I get the chance to do it now. Because obviously my grandmother couldn't just let us off like that. So she told us, the three of you are going to dig the rest of the garden. And that could be an Olympic sport, if I took part in that. Because obviously it trains your core, right? You have to push with the top of your body, you have to use your legs as well. So it's pretty much a full body exercise if you think of it. And everybody was chipping in, you know. I was starting from a corner. We covered 3 corners, there was no 4th person, so we were trying to go towards that. And somehow my little brother managed to get the diagonal, which was like the longest part. Yeah, that's kind of the theme of the speech anyway. And as I was digging, I found some coins in my pocket, the ones I was supposed to buy ice cream with. So I just threw them in the dirt when they weren't looking, and I just shouted, "Yeah, come and see what I found. It's like full of coins here. I think I've got enough for an ice cream, so I'm gonna go. But you keep digging, hopefully you'll find some coins as well, and you can join me for ice cream."